Generation W, what do we know about the people of the future? Although Generation Alpha, children born after 2010, is still very young and just starting to take over the world, sociologists and futurists are already trying to determine who will follow it. There is a well-known generational theory, formulated in the early 1990s by Americans Neil Howe and William Strauss. It provides insight into how historical events and societal changes have influenced the formation of certain generations. Generations change approximately every 20 years, and after 80 years, the cycle begins anew. Values partially coincide with the generation of the age group 80 years ago. Thanks to this generational theory, the term baby boomer generation entered common usage. It referred to people born between 1943 and 1963. Next came Generation X, Generation Y, Generation Z, and the ultra-modern Generation Alpha, born after 2010. All generations go through certain cycles, from awakening and rise to decline and crisis, after which a new generation appears. At the same time, while 20 years of one generation's existence used to seem like an adequate period for passing through all these cycles, with the growing speed of changes and progress, the speed of generational change has also shifted. If the baby boomers confidently existed for 20 years before being replaced by Generation X, which lasted the same 20 years, Generation Y lasted about 16 years, and Alpha has pushed Generation Z aside in just one decade. Today, we stand on the threshold of the emergence of a new generation. Right now, people are being born and forming, understanding which can give us an idea of what kind of clients, residents, and citizens they will be, and what our society will look like in 10 years. This is Generation W, or two of you. These are people who, from the moment of their birth, literally from their earliest years, live in two incarnations. From a very young age, they live in two worlds, the physical and the digital, seeing no significant difference between them and easily transitioning from one incarnation to another. Just as we see no fundamental difference between electronic and paper books, offline and online acquaintances. Their interaction with artificial intelligence will be easy, without worries or fears. All these factors will influence the formation and habits of the new generation. Generation W acquires new stimuli and motivations. They are more interested in digital goods and benefits than in traditional physical rewards and items sought after by the previous generation of children. Representatives of the new Generation W will value the ability to be different and to live completely different lives in different worlds. This possibility forms their supreme value, and their consciousness already lives in several dimensions. The new experience that Generation W representatives receive, the experience of switching their consciousness between the physical me and the digital me, is entirely organic for them. Another absolute value for Generation W representatives will be their privacy and the ability to independently choose anonymity or publicity in the real world. De-anonymization, or the preservation of their digital identity's anonymity while maintaining limited physical contact. At the same time, the new generation will not find anything strange in the dominance of digital world values. For them, it is normal for dopamine and endorphins to be released, not from possessing something in the physical world, not from real-life experience, but from owning and acquiring digital assets, from experiences in digital reality, from a journey made in a game or in the metaverse. Their well-developed avatar becomes more valuable than their physical appearance because it interacts with a much larger number of other avatars, is seen more often, and is more noticeable. Their avatar's appearance, not their physical self, will receive likes, and attractiveness and social capital will be judged by it. Owning digital goods, virtual currency becomes more valuable than owning physical currency. The attention of the new generation will be in short supply and is already held for extremely short periods, just a few seconds. Clip-like thinking and distraction will lead to mindfulness and meditation practices becoming crucial survival skills for the new generation. These skills will be taught as fundamental in schools to help focus and gather at the right moment. We see that the market for mindfulness practices is already growing worldwide. In the future, they will become core subjects, as important as studying one's native language, and over time, possibly even more important than mastering other core educational subjects. Working in digital worlds, solving virtual tasks will be the most prestigious sector of the economy for Generation W. Employment in esports, in the creation of virtual content, in the issuance and maintenance of virtual currencies will become increasingly common and elite forms of employment. Ultimately, work in virtual worlds will become privileged work, while working in offline reality will become the lot of blue-collar workers, a routine process of man and machine working together. In summary, Generation W will be shaped by their fluid existence between digital and physical worlds, where digital accomplishments, privacy, and attention control become central to their lives. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to our channel and remember, the best way to predict your future is to create it.